Hey guys, it's Jessie V. Yes, I am wearing blue lipstick today. Isn't this crazy? It's blue. I'm really hoping that it has not gotten on my teeth yet. But yeah, my sister gave me this strange blue lipstick for Christmas, and I had no idea where I was gonna wear it because honestly, I don't know if I'd be okay going out in public like this. So then I was like, wait, I could totally wear it in my videos. Not all the time, of course, but I mean, it fits the blue background. Everything's blue right now. I feel like Jack Frost. This is so wintry. Or I might just look like a Smurf. I don't know. Either way, I like to try new things. No judgment in this zone. Hopefully my lips don't distract you from the video. I feel like if I was watching a YouTuber with blue lipstick, I'd be watching the blue lipstick the whole time, so just ignore this area sometimes, you know? Okay, so are you guys ready for another paranormal video? And don't worry, I highly doubt that this video will give you nightmares. In fact, I'm not even sure if what happened was paranormal. I'll just leave that up to you guys to decide. So this took place back in October, and I've actually had it on my list to make a story time about, but then before I knew it, it was December, and I didn't want to make a scary story during the Christmas season, so I've kind of just pushed it off until now. So I'm finally gonna tell it to you guys. And it's so weird because I was planning to make this video, and then I don't know if you guys have seen the Gabby show, but I was watching her Snapchat video the other day, and she was in like a hotel room and all this paranormal stuff was going on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she understands me. We went through the same thing. I really hope she makes a story time about it on her channel because I love creepy stuff. Just like you guys do apparently. Everyone loves creepy stories. Okay, so you guys remember when I went to that Halloween wedding back in October? I actually vlogged a lot of it on my vlogging channel, which I'll put in the description. But yeah, during that time I stayed at the Monte Carlo Inn, and oh my goodness, some weird stuff happened there. So let me start from the beginning. We arrived at the hotel and we went up to our rooms to put away like our suitcases and whatnot. I had a room with Kyle, my sister had a room with her boyfriend, and my parents had a room together as well. It was like a couple's vacation. Couples everywhere. So we were all really hungry, so we decided to go down to a restaurant which was on the bottom floor of the hotel. It was just Kyle and I that went, and Mandy and her boyfriend. My parents didn't want to eat. I don't know why. Why don't you want food? But we got there, and for some reason the restaurant was completely empty. Like literally when the waiter sat us down, we were the only ones in the entire restaurant. I was like, okay, so we're either really early for dinner or the food is terrible. So first we ordered some Caesar salad, which was absolutely amazing. It tasted like salad that would be served in heaven, okay? Angels prepared it or something. But then my sister and I ordered some fettuccine alfredo, which is like my favorite food in the entire world, and I kid you not guys, this fettuccine alfredo had no taste whatsoever. No taste. I tried so hard. I was willing my tongue to taste this food, but nothing was there. I could not taste a thing. It was like they cooked the noodles but forgot to put the sauce on it. Or their secret recipe was that the sauce had no flavor. I don't know, it was weird, but I decided not to complain because Jessie over here is trying to be really nice. Because the people at the hotel were nice, so I did not want to start anything. But anyways, we ended up having this little conversation with the waitress. We were telling her that the hotel was so nice, and then we asked how she liked working there. She said at first that she really enjoyed it, but then she like paused, and I was like, what's she gonna say? Then she said that there have been really weird things happening in the hotel, and of course we were all curious, and our minds didn't go straight to paranormal things. Like we thought that maybe she was talking about the staff that worked there or some weird guests that were there, but no, she was talking about paranormal stuff because she then told us that she's a huge believer in ghosts. And I was thinking, why would she bring this up when she knows that we're staying overnight in the hotel? Like, tell me in the morning, not right before I'm about to sleep in a ghost-infested hotel, you know what I mean? But our curiosity took hold of us, and we asked her what she's been experiencing. And she told us that she waits tables, but she also cleans rooms. She said that one day she was putting sheets on a bed when from the side of her eye she saw this tall, dark figure quickly move from one end of the room to the other, and then quickly right into the bathroom. And then she was like, it was probably some demonic spirit. And I was like, okay lady, let's not move right to that explanation, okay? There's gotta be something logical happening. Because honestly, I know that sometimes people see things from the side of their eyes, like shadows and stuff, that aren't actually there. And there's like a scientific explanation behind it, but I'm too lazy to research that, so if you guys want to look it up, there's actually reasons why our eyes see stuff sometimes that aren't actually there. So I was like, okay, she's probably just seeing things. Maybe this lady has been working in the hotel for way too long that her brain is turned to mush. But then she told me a second story, and I don't don't know if I believe it or not, but it definitely sent like a shiver down my spine. You know when you actually feel the shiver starting from like the top of your neck down to the bottom? You just feel it. I was like, darn, this is a scary story. So she said that one day she was putting up clean towels in one of the room's bathrooms, and she looked in the reflection of the mirror in the bathroom, and she could see that behind her there was this little girl standing in the hallway. This little girl was like completely straight-faced and looking right at her. When she quickly turned around to look at the girl was completely gone. There was nothing there, just vanished. And then she told me that every once in a while since then she'll hear like really strange noises in the rooms while she's cleaning it. So we're all sitting at the dinner table completely stunned. Like, how are we gonna sleep tonight, huh? I'm like, can we get a refund or something, please? No, like we really didn't have a choice. We had to sleep at that hotel that night because it was the closest hotel to the wedding. And to be honest, I was a little bit intrigued, okay? I like paranormal things, so I was scared, but also curious. So we went and had a great time at the wedding. It was the first Halloween wedding that I had ever been to in my entire life. I didn't know that people had weddings on Halloween. They had this like long table just filled with bowls and bowls of candy that you could help yourself to. They had Halloween decorations everywhere. Everyone was dressed up in costumes. It was a pretty cool wedding. It is in the vlog that I took if you haven't seen it. Just casually promoting my vlog channel. But it's actually just to give you guys a better understanding of what I'm talking about because I have the actual like movie in the vlog channel if you want to see it. But yeah, after the wedding we get an Uber back to our hotel, the haunted hotel, and it's pretty late so we decide to go to bed. And this is where a couple of weird things happen. And they aren't major or anything. I mean, maybe they are, sort of. But after hearing the story from that waitress, the things that happened in our room freaked me out beyond belief because I was already scared. You know when you watch like a horror movie and then you go to bed and every small noise scared you? That's how I felt. So around 3:30 in the morning, I woke up to the sound of the shower turning on. And at first I was like lying there and I'm like, why the heck is Kyle having a shower at 3:30 in the morning? But then I turned to look beside me and there is Kyle lying in bed completely sleeping. He's even snoring a little bit. So I was like, okay, if it's not Kyle, then who is it? So I wake him up like instantly. I'm like, Kyle, wake up. The shower is on. Go investigate now. I love how girls like send the guys to do the creepy work. I'm like, I'm not going in there. So Kyle, if you die first, I will know that there's a ghost in there, okay? So he's extremely tired, but he still gets up to go investigate what's happening in the washroom. So he goes in there and the shower is not completely on. It's kind of like dribbling. It was like the shower was halfway on. So he turns the shower off completely and walks back into the room. And he was like, oh, don't worry, Jess. The hotel's really old. The showers probably don't work properly. And I was like, oh, I did not know that old buildings could turn on showers. My bad. Like, no, showers don't turn on their own. The handle has to actually like move up. So I went back to sleep, and the other weird thing that happened was that I was woken up once again at 4:30 in the morning. And Kyle actually woke up with me this time. We were hearing these people's voices out in the hallway, right outside of our room. And it was almost like they were talking right up against our door because it was so loud. Kyle said that it was probably just like drunk teenagers walking back to their room. It was just so weird because we couldn't make out anything that they were saying. It was like they were mumbling really loudly against our door. Do you know what it sounded like? Almost like they were speaking backwards. I know that sounds really creepy, but it sounded like they were loudly speaking backwards. And there was probably like 3 to 4 voices. So we waited about 15 minutes for this to stop, and it didn't. So I told Kyle to call the front desk because we weren't getting any sleep. So he did, and the front desk said they were sending up security to our floor to like kick them out. But we waited another 20 minutes and the noise still didn't stop. So Kyle called the downstairs desk again and was like, why didn't anybody come up here? Why is there no security getting rid of them? And the front desk lady was like, oh, we sent someone up to your floor, but there was no one there. There was no one in the hallway. And we were like, what the heck? There's definitely people outside of our room. And she was like, no, like security was up there. We didn't see anything. Sorry. And the minute we hung up the phone, the noises stopped. Like just dead stopped. And because I like to think rationally, in my head, I think that it was probably drunk teenagers just fooling around and maybe security went to the wrong floor and that's why they couldn't find them. Because I'm trying to think logically, guys, okay? But who knows? I don't know. After that waitress told us those scary stories, I'm just like, maybe we had some weird paranormal activity going on. But I just thought I'd tell you guys that story because it's definitely creepy, at least for me because I experienced it. And yeah, it just made a really good V-time. So there you guys go. As usual, my social media information is below along with my vlog channel and my P.O. box information, so check that out. I also have my new merch link link below. And yeah, have an awesome day, guys. Bye!